piece of furniture. Basically. What are we doing today?
Eating some good breakfast and mapping out the day.
Well, the trip to Cincinnati was a success, as much as it could be for a funeral, I guess. But we did get a lot of work done. Met up with Brandon, works with me here at Increase Academy. We did a lot of fun stuff and worked on a lot of cool projects. And then, honestly, it was nice just to catch up with a lot of friends and family and kind of run around the city. Haven't been back home for quite a while. Got to see Brandon's new place, and it's a nice little change of pace. Sometimes it's good just to go and catch up with people. Overall, though, good to be back. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Ohio. It was super hot and humid and rainy the whole time. And I know that's a first world problem, but it's good to be home, back in my own place, working on my own time. And it's been fun. Like I caught up on a lot of reading, actually. And this is a book, you can see it on the screen here, just it's called The Craft of Research. Really fascinating if you're into creating content. It's all about how to research things, how to create content for your audience. Now, July 8th, and I have been really behind on the vlogging. Have a valid excuse traveling up to Ohio, go to a funeral and all that fun stuff. So got a 1-2 out while I was traveling, but it's definitely tougher to make a daily consistent routine when you're on traveling. Maybe that's something, if you have experience with a lot of traveling, leave a comment below. Maybe you have some advice. I don't travel a ton, but when I do, it seems to really throw me out of my routine, which I've learned the value recently of having a routine. So anyhow, today's going to be kind of a random topic day. I think we'll just talk about some cool stuff that's been going on. It's Friday, so today, like just getting back from the traveling and everything, it's going to be kind of a catch-up day. Been on the phone for over 3 hours already today, and I'm finding that that's a time sucker, that it's necessary, especially for what I'm doing, but it's also like, man, if I can figure out how to delegate that better, I'm going to be doing a lot better in my business. So yeah, that's been most of the day and been working on kind of my to-do list. And it was nice over the the traveling. I was able to get some time away from the computer and do some planning, kind of mapped out some priorities for the next month or so. Got it all color-coded, but it's in black and white, so you can't see it. So that's valuable use of time. Today, it's about almost 1 o'clock and still not a huge chunk of things accomplished. But I'm doing a few things now that I like. One is mapping out each day. I haven't actually sat down to do that yet today because I had a couple calls to knock out and I didn't know when those were going to end. And I'm sure a lot of you do that. Like you'll make a kind of a timeline and map out what you're doing, or you have a task list. So something I'm going to suggest to you is, yes, make a task list, but also make what's called like a batching calendar. So map out when you want to start working on things and when you think you're going to start working on things. And the goal here, like you'll see, I've been doing it for a couple weeks and I can't see my webcam, so I don't know if it's a perfect view, but you'll see on the left-hand column, I'll have, starting from the time I start in the day, and every half an hour is a lot. And then what I'm going to do now after this vlog, I'm going to actually map out what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day and get started on that. Now, the goal isn't to actually necessarily stick to that calendar, the blocks of time that you're actually spending. It's to tell your brain that you have control of your time. I need that control over myself. Of like, a lot of times our brain wants to take control and have us do anything that is other than our work, right? So this is about setting out in an idealistic day, like what am I actually going to be doing? And then if we have to adjust things accordingly because things come up and priorities shift, that's fine. But if you start the day out, or at least your work day out like that, you're going to find that you're able to feel a lot better about what you accomplished. So that's talked about in a lot of books. David Allen's Getting Things Done, Deep Work, and it's been working really well for me. So that's one fun thing we've been working on. Another thing, and this is going to sound silly to most of you, but and some of you I think will get it. I work in an office, and every day I go to Sprouts, which is across the street, and I go there, I get lunch. I usually get some yogurt and some chicken, something like that. Pretty healthy stuff, pre-cooked chicken, and just come back and eat it. Now that little walk and sitting, going through the grocery store and stuff, sometimes I need that break and it's fine, like to go do that. And a lot of us take a lunch break and it's totally fine. But I realized today, like, man, I don't want to go do that. Not because I can't, or I think my time's worth too much to go just do that. It's more like I have priorities listed on and I want to keep working on that, is there any other alternative? One is I could, order a pizza or something like that, have it delivered here and have lunch, or, ask somebody to go get it for me. But I'm actually using Prime now, which I don't know what cities, actually they have a list of all the cities it's in, which it's, so it's in all these cities. You can put in your zip code. It's a lot of the major cities, Cincinnati, San Diego, Los Angeles, Atlanta, has this. And what they do is they actually deliver from specific stores. So the delivery guy is going to laugh at me probably, but here I am on the corner of Garnett and Faneuil, and right across the street here, right where my mouse is, this is the Sprouts. The time it takes to go check out, it gets me out of my flow of producing, creating things, and I'd much rather have somebody for $5 go over there, pick it up, bring it back, and I can stay in the flow. That really takes me out of my groove of what I was doing. Now, some days you need that break and it's great, but today is not one of those days. I had them pick up. Actually ordered 2 or 3 days worth of lunch. So I gave you give a tip, you can add as much as you want or as little as you want. $7 seems pretty good to go across the street and get my stuff for me. But anyways, that's a few things, a few little tips for you. Batch out your day, plan it for your own mindset. And sometimes it's worth saving time for $7. Well, let's keep on rolling. So I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's about 4:30. I've been on the phone most of the day. Let's see, did a total of, way too long on the phone, like 4 hours. Kind of the nature of the beast. I'm gonna try to come in tomorrow. I think I'm gonna work. I just got a text message, I guess. And then, it's interesting. A lot of catching up has to do with getting on the phone and just working, I guess, on communication. It's where my highest ROI time is spent, is communicating, trading deals and whatnot, but still need to do all the other stuff too. So I think we're gonna call it a day. I'm exhausted. Maybe take a quick nap and then head to the gym. But hope your July 8th was awesome, and we'll see you tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog.